Brushy cemetery. I got all bars on this one, so we ain't gonna have no trouble. And if you can, let me know who you are. Talk to me. I'm gonna make sure there's no rattlesnake under there lying in there. I don't see nothing, but that don't mean nothing before I get up close. Hey, Norma. Hey, honey. Sidesteppin. Miss Sidesteppin is my wife. See if we see any snakes. I don't see any. So the other cemetery, if there was, it would have attacked my boot. So I'm gonna get it this time, real quick. Tell me what the name is. I think that's Tracy, Trecy, Brown. Born January the 17th. Looks like 1837 to April 1st, 1869. Hi, Norma. I had my phone in my back pocket. It came on in my back pocket. Oh, are you cleaning? And if so, who's, okay, tell them to get busy. I love you, honey. Here's Sarah Brown. But I don't know, it's gonna kill me. We ain't got a death date. We just got this. November 14th, I think, or 19th. But that's 1840 something. I need some coffee before we continue. So let me go get some. Norma, you doing okay? You off today, or do you have to work? Well, I'm getting me some coffee. And you know what I forgot to do? Which I'm gonna do while I'm down here? Put me on some bug spray. This time they ain't gonna be bothering me. You do? Well, bless your heart. What time you have to go in? In a couple hours? Or 12 to 8? Billy gets wild, don't it? I'll set you guys to look at the view. Maybe. If I can work it. There we go. I don't want to break it. I know how to work it. Just don't want to break it. That just didn't sound good, did it? There you go. There's a beautiful view. I'm still talking to you. Gotta get my book spray. Get my coffee. Get me a cup. Yeah, this is there. Lost my thought. Blood Cell County, yeah. And this is down in pretty much the rear end of the Squatchy Valley. Because the Squatchy Valley is over yonder, that way. So, and I got family buried everywhere in here. So, I mean, I don't know about this cemetery. Probably so. I ain't looked into that far back in this one. Phew. I think that's enough. There. Don't leave me alone. I hope. Phew. That stuff stinks. Hey, Major. How you doing? You doing okay? In 30, you doing okay? No, I'm not familiar with ASMR. MP, mind your manners. I don't want to have to kick you off, but I will if you don't mind your manners. Okay? I think that's a fair warning. Don't you all? Sorry, I'm trying to get this to where I can. Having trouble with it. One of these days I'll buy a better one. We ain't got no dogs. We're in a cemetery. I document cemetery tombstones. Say this, what happened to my voice? It's a God-powered voice. I had 7 doctors tell me that there's no medical explanation why I should be speaking. They said the nerve that controls the volume switch of my voice, everybody's got one, it's completely dead. I found that out in 2001. So I told him, I said, so you must be saying I've got a God-powered voice, because that's how I can explain it. And so they're like, yep, I guess you could say that, because we can't explain why you're talking. So that's the explanation about my voice. Now they're gonna tell me why it was high pitched, because they said my vocal cords were as normal as everybody else's. So I have a wife, and I have a wife. Yeah, she's at work. I ain't got no kids that I know of. I used to be a wild man. You know that Blake Shelton song? Hey baby, I'm a wild man. That was me. Yeah. But the good Lord, He changed me around when I met my wife. For the better, because I probably would have ended up dead, to tell you the truth. Well, not that I know of. I have to be honest. When the hormones kicked in, I was sleeping with everybody. Well, not everybody. Hey, Miss Lee, Nikki, Lee, how you doing? But you know what I mean. When I got to dating girls and, that sort of thing, and my voice was a chick magnet. Sometimes. Sometimes, just depend on the girl. Because, people can be stereotype people. So, But I had that kind of voice after I come out of my shell because till I was like 13-year-old, I didn't really say too much because every time I did, somebody would pick on me. So I just quit talking. Yep, it was a chick magnet. When I got to talking and got to having a personality, which I always have, but it just was hard for me to show it in front of people. Because my dad, for one, he said, you need to quit acting stupid or silly. My dad didn't have a personality. Not much. He did when it was all about himself. Basically, that's what it was. Let's go over here in the shade for a bit, okay? I don't want to overheat the phone. And oh, excuse me. Good coffee, man. Good coffee. We got some over here on the other side. I wish the rain would actually come. We need the rain to cool it down. I'm ready for... I know everybody's gonna kill me for saying this, but what's the oldest grave? Probably these. But I showed them already, so you'll have to go back and watch that. I can't do 10 push-ups no more. I just got to admit, I'm an old guy. Well, I'm not old. I'm just got old before my time. My dad, you know, if you ever had a dad that would work you to death, well, mine worked me to death. From the time I was old enough to pick up a stick, I was outside doing something. So now I've got enlarged liver. That's from drinking and doing the things I did when I was wild. God, guns and ammo. I like that. How you doing? You doing okay? Throwing hay, bells, and cutting tobacco. Hey, where you live? I'll come help you. Okay? I'll come help you. That's my cup of tea. Where you live at? I'll be there in a jiffy. If you're in Tennessee. Good morning, Josh. East Tennessee, huh? How close are you from Crossville and Pikeville? No, I don't do no coke. I did coke one time. I was like 21, 22. I sneezed for 7 hours. Then I asked him, what's that supposed to do to you? Oh, it's supposed to wire you up. I'm like, all it's doing is making me sneeze. I never did it again. My big thing was Mary Jane and drinking moonshine. 1.5 hours? Huh. Well, I'll have to come visit you, or you'll have to come visit us. We'll have to have a cookout. I'll do the cooking for you. Do a video. Maybe you can want to do a video with me in the cemetery when it's cooler, of course. Older I get, I can't stand the heat. Yeah, I used to love Jane. But I got to thinking, better quit that stuff before I ruin all the brain cells I got left. And I've done crack cocaine, not by choice. It's the fact that my coworker, I used to build houses back in the 90s, and I'd get different people to go get me some Mary Jane when my guy was out. So one time well, a couple times, I'm like, go get me some Mary Jane. Well, one night, and he was hooked on crack and that 8-ball junk. And so he goes up the road. I'm like, I gave him enough money to get me like an eighth, maybe a quarter, I forgot. But he comes back with this big old 8-ball. And I'm like, well, where's my Mary Jane at? He said, he was out. This is all he had. I said, well, I didn't tell you to get me none of that. You know, I don't want that crap. He said, well, I said, take it back. Give my money. Well, he won't do that. So I'm like, okay, well, here we went going and doing it. And he had a girl with him, of course. And so I thought, well, buddy, my money bought that crap, so guess what? I'm going to do my fair share of it because get my money's worth. But shouldn't have done it. When you're young, you do stupid things you regret you ever did. The older you get, you think back on stupid stuff you did. Sounds like a good night. I don't remember. I was drunk on the side of that. So, don't remember. That's been, let's see, 96? Yeah, a long time ago. Almost 30 years ago. Well, something. No, not 30. 2006. Yeah, almost. I'm getting old. Time flies. Yeah, well, I don't know what happened. I don't remember too much. I do remember giving him the money. I was mad, so that's probably why I was remembered it. Good old Rob. We was from Boston. He talked with a Boston accent. He was a character. Don't know if he's still living. Ain't that pretty? I got all kinds of crazy stories. I could write a book, but I ain't much down for sitting down and writing. It's kind of hard enough to sit down to edit the videos. So I have to make myself sit some of them times. I have to get with my doctor and tell her, I think I got ADHD, doc. You're gonna have to put me on something. I'm driving the wife crazy. Besides that, I'm driving myself crazy. Oh wow, look at this. He was a 1113 combat engineer, a T5 World War II. What's a T5? Anybody know what that means? A T5? And I'll look at your comments in a minute. I can't really see with that sun reflecting behind me on the phone. Those are middle. Hats off to family. But they need to be cleaned. Don't clean them with nothing but D2. Because D2, that'll preserve the stone. Once you clean it like this, like I did with my my third and my fourth great grandpa, Davenport's. After I cleaned it, I took a Sharpie marker, and they have something kind of like this, and I filled in their names with the Sharpie. Then after I did that, I let it dry. Then I took that can of clear coat in a can, shook it up real good, and I clear coated the whole stones. So that way, when it rains or it uh, freezes, it's not gonna even bother the stone. So it'll preserve it from all that good crap. So I gave you guys some good advice, didn't I? Let's go to the shade. Well, let's go somewhere. I'm unprecise. My wife could tell you that I can't, I don't know where I want to go. The older I get, it gets bad. So I got to get with the doctor about that. So I don't know if maybe I've always been that way and just ain't never realized it till now. So we're in the shade now. Big shark. Oh, you better be good. Be good, for goodness sake. Oh, my sidestepping sheriffs are gonna get you. I had 7 doctors tell me I should be mute, but it's a God-given gift. I'm a miracle. Uh, I'm a person. I'm a child of God. That's who I am. I'm not a thing. And if you can't respect, we will kick you out. And there's somebody kicking you out. I don't know who, but hey, you're doing a good job. My hat's off to you. Where's the hair? My hat's off to you. And the hair too. But anyway, 7 doctors in 2001 told me I should be mute. There's no medical explanation why I should be speaking, because everybody has a nerve that connects to your vocal cords. Without that nerve, you can't get no volume out of it, out of your voice. So I have the nerve, but it's completely dead. So when they told me that, I told the nurse. So they're telling me that I have a God-powered voice. And she's like, well, I never thought of that, but yeah, I guess you could say that because there's no other way. Derek, my brother from another mother, he's on. He's also my sidestepping sheriff. So, and I'm married. I'm not gay. I'm straighter than an arrow. So, if that tells you anything about me, yep, I'm probably, yeah, probably straighter than an arrow. How you doing, Derek? Derek? But yeah, I've been married 3 times. Don't know if I got any kids or not. I've been around the block a couple times in my life. If that tells you anything. Yeah. Soon as the hormones kicked in, that's when I started running. So, how's everybody doing? I gotta get me some coffee. We're gonna look at this. But I'm older now. I've learned from my wild and wacky ways and stuff. Like my dad used to say, live and learn, boy. Live and learn. Oh, there's a grasshopper. I ain't seen one of them in a while. See them? I tried to zoom in on them. I ain't seen one of those in quite a while. Have you? I used to catch grasshoppers all the time. Go fishing. Okay, buddy. Gonna have to move. Go jumping somewhere else. Old grave right there. And this one, I don't like it when they don't weed eat around the tombstones. You know that kind of irks me. If you're gonna do a cemetery, do it all the way. You know? Have respect for these people. They lived to earn it, so. I got a cemetery I'll get up here and I'll point it out to you. But you can't see where it's at. But remember on the playlist, there's a cemetery I did this winter. Excuse me. It's called Big Spring Cemetery. Now, if my directions are correct, I think it's this way. It's right down the road. Right in here, I found it. It was in a cow pasture. So this winter, I'm gonna come back down and clean it up because I have family in there. I think it's that way. It could be this way. I can't remember. But yeah, go watch it. Yeah, hiccups. Yep. But I'm gonna go clean it. So any of you guys that are close by and you guys are watching and want to just help me pick up sticks and stuff like that, and I'm gonna buy some spray and spray it down to keep it from growing back up, you know. Maybe fix the fence around it and stuff like that. So if you want to help, let me know. Email me. I ain't got nobody to post that, but it's Sidesteppin TN. TN for Tennessee at gmail.com. So text me. Yeah. Got 22 people on. Much love to you. Thank you for watching me. Appreciate that. Hi, Catherine. You're on again. You was on last night or yesterday. How how low key the only good SMRA channel. Well, I'll look that up, okay? I'll look it up. Is that your channel, Mr. Smith? I tried to keep my channel, going real good. You know, we're Christian people. We don't do no nonsense, no nasty crap. You know, there's enough people out there doing it that if you want to watch it, they do it. So, but we're good Christian people. We try to reflect on God above and, all that good stuff. People need to hear uplifting stuff. Some people are going through some bad times right now, and they need somebody goofy like me to give you a laugh and to lift up your spirits. So that's what I try to do. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So, life's too short. I lived like that before. It's not, that's not a good life. So, yeah. Get drunk all the time, cry in my beer. See, there's a tear in my beer because I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. If I could just remember who you are. So, but life's too short to do all that. So, just brotherly love, good Christian love, right here. And sometimes I do serenade you when I can keep the words in my brain. So, how you doing? Where you live at, Mr. Smith? And Spellbreaker, where you live at? Yep, make it forever. You are right. That's the way I voted. Oh, you're from, Arkansas. Yeah, I've been through there. I've been everywhere. Man, I've been everywhere. My dad was a truck driver, coast to coast. So I've seen the tumbleweeds in Texas a couple hundred times before I was 10 years old. I've been up in Seattle, Washington, by the sea. I was like, I don't know, I think I was 6 or 7, maybe 5, if I remember right. But Dad, there was this jellyfish floating right next to the shoreline, and Dad's like, pick pick it up, it's dead. And I'm like, it scared me to death. I didn't know what it was. And I started crying, no, I'm not picking up that thing. So I reached down and something in me said, don't pick it up. And I'm like, I ain't picking it up, Dad. You pick it up. And this is the type of raising I got from my dad. He said, you big pussy. That's the way I was raised. And my mom said, don't get that boy to pick that thing up. How do you know it's dead? Oh, it's dead. Well, then you pick it up. I ain't picking it up. Let him pick it up. I said, I ain't picking it up. I'm afraid. So he said, I can't believe you won't pick it up. I said, well, you pick it up. Yeah, that's the way I was raised. And I didn't pick it up. More sense. God give a person more sense in life to go trying to pick up a jellyfish, you know? Watch it, killer. I'll kick you out. Or too late. Yeah, unique voice. It's a God-given voice. I'll tell you how I got it. When I was 17, a throat and ears doctor said that with some surgery on the vocal cords that I could talk like John Wayne. Is that you, John Wayne? That's as low as I can go. So anyway, I told everybody for 10 years that if I had surgery, I could talk like John Wayne. Howdy, partner. So I started having chest pains, and my doctor up here in Cumberland County sent me to Salem, North Carolina, to a Baptist hospital. So if any of you guys are from over there, you know where I'm talking about. So they work on singers and actors that strain their vocal cords. So I went in there to see what was wrong with, my chest. Come to find out I had severe acid reflux that wasn't allowing the air to go into my lungs and get to my heart. You know, good, your heart has to have oxygen. So, uh, they wanted to know why I talked like I did. So they're like, let us do a study on you and see to find out what's going on with you. I'm like, yeah, okay. And it's not going to cost you a dime. We're going to do it just so we can have a study about you because you're unique. So I'm like, okay, do your thing. So after a week's worth of staying in a motel up there, come to find out I should be mute. There's no way I should be speaking. They puzzled the doctors because there's no medical explanation. That everybody has a nerve that connects to your vocal cords. People that are born mute, that can't talk, they have a nerve that is completely dormant and dead, or they don't have a nerve at all that connects to their vocal cords. Well, I have the nerve, but it's 100 completely percent dead. 100%. So when she told me that, I said, so what they're telling me is I have a God-powered voice. And she's like, well, I never thought of that, and I'm a Christian too, but yeah, I guess you could say that. So I reckon, folks, that's the way to describe it to you in a nutshell. I have a God-powered voice that they don't understand why it's high like it is, because they said my vocal cords were as normal as everybody else's. There was no need for any surgery. So they couldn't explain that part. Thank you for your service, Bobby. We appreciate that. He died in the service. And now, good morning, Jim. Farm, Youre Farm is Jim. That's my brother from another mother. How you doing, Jim? So, God just wanted me to have a voice to. He knew that down the road I'd be making a YouTube channel, meeting you good, fine people from other states and other countries. Just, I guess I'm a testimony to tell you the truth of that, there's a God for all you atheists out there that don't believe. Well, all you gotta do is just watch this video. I just explained it. And when medical can't explain it, science can explain it, the only thing you can do is look up. That's the only way you can explain the things that science and medical can explain. But I look for every time here lately, I can't talk. On YouTube, if you like archaeology, now here lately, they've been finding a lot of stuff in the Holy Land that connects to the Bible. Every time, stuff about Jesus, like not even after he descended, like 50 years to 100 years, they're finding carvings in these old synagogues. And I watched one, he's called Expo, I'm trying to remember it. Bible Expedition, I think that is. Or Expedition Bible or something like that. It's cool. I love stuff like that. I always wanted to go over there and walk in the footsteps of Jesus, but not right now. Too much stuff going on over there. I think I'm safer right here. Over here I can carry my gun. I can carry over there. Here in a little bit, we're going to get off. Because I got, Mother Nature is calling me. I can't do it when I'm on with you all. Got to water the lilies, if there was any lilies to water. Yep, I said it. Yep, you probably all can't believe I'm one of those that, I just say what's on my mind. I don't mix words. I'm just an old-fashioned type of person. I use my own personal vocabulary. And a lot of it is countrified. Woo-wee. Now, tonight, tonight we're gonna have a live stream, okay? I got to edit more video, cause I got a purpose for my insanity. If you believe that, that's true. Now, that's true. I was gonna say I've got some oceanfront property to give you, but not just yet. But the insanity part, that is true. So, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. From my front porch you can see the sea. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. You buy that, I'll close the golden gate and plea. I think that's the right words. I've been experiencing a lot of old songs are flipping, going through my head. I don't know why. Jim, do you do that? Like songs that you heard when you were growing up with your parents or something? With your mom or your grandparents in the car? Just like a song, a flashback? You know? Yeah. Merle Haggard was one of my dad's top artists. You know? Top artist. Yeah. Oh, Merle. He was a good one. That was country. That was country when country was cool. But country ain't country no more. It's pop country. They got a little bit of Michael Jackson in the loop these days. I just don't like that. I like old George Jones, Merle. Wished I was on some big blue bayou with a big bamboo cane stuck in the sand. But the road I'm on won't let me go there. So I'll just dream, keep on being the way that I am. The way that I am don't fit my shackles. The way that I am, reality. I can almost see that bobber dancing. So I'll just dream and keep on being the way that I am. I'll just dream and keep on being the way that I am. You're the lady. You're the lady. I can you're the lady too good. I serenaded you. How you like that? Some of you probably laughed. Some of you went, oh, music to my ears. So heavenly. If you think that, come on down. Give me a record deal. Just teasing. I don't think I could do that. I wonder if this is, yeah, you're in Tippett. Is that a tip Trip it. Trip it. I misspelled it. Huh. I get back in the shade so I can see what you guys are saying. I got to get off the phone because I'm going to spring a leak here quickly. Not that anybody wanted to hear that, but it's the truth. Always tell the truth. You can't go wrong. We're gonna, who's gonna fill, oh yeah. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna play their songs? Who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Who's gonna get their hearts and soul to get to yours and mine? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. God bless the boys from Memphis, Blue Suede Shoes and Elvis. Much too soon he left this world in tears. They tore up the 50s. Oh, Jerry and Charlie and Go Cat Go still echoes through the years. You know the heart of country music still beats in Luke the Drifter. I can tell it when he sing, I saw the light. Oh, Hank, Mark, and Lefty, Lord, I can feel 'em right here with me on this silver eagle rolling through the night. Oh, who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna stand that tall? Who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Who's gonna get their hearts and soul to get to yours and mine? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. Shouldn't have brought that song up. I sung that song over and over when I used to fish. Yeah. They used to be one of my boyhood songs. That and this song. I know a lot of people know this one. Shenandoah. Mama knows, Mama knows. Sometimes I think she's got a window to my soul. Mama knows, Mama knows. Sometimes, even when I think it doesn't show, Mama knows. I'm gonna have you guys singing all these songs today. I am. I'm gonna have you guys going through your day. Then all of a sudden, the song's gonna pop out of nowhere. And this one. Who can't forget this one? Achy, breaky heart. I just don't think he understands. Well, if you tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, he just might not understand. Ooh, 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 ooh. Achy, breaky. Yeah. Who can't forget that one? Yeah. Achy, breaky. Going on in the cemetery. Yeah, sidestepping, achy breaky. Daddy else. Ain't I a nut? Good, we can still have fun on the edge of the cemetery. Well, folks, I got to go. My phone is telling me I got to go, and Mother Nature is telling me I got to find a lily somewhere. Maybe a lily somewhere. Maybe an herb sprouting out somewhere. But I love y'all. Remember, tonight 6:15, a live stream, okay? I love y'all. Have a blessed day, and I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. I love you so much. I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Maybe. Well, maybe. Keeps going down.